Monday, August 6th. And that was a pretty nice training session today. Had some good and some bad as normal, but we had a number of PRs set. And we had James Tatum back. He'll be with us for about 4 days, I believe. And then he's got to make one last trip back home before he's here permanently. So I'm really looking forward to him being here permanently. We started out the workout with a snatch from the floor followed by a hang snatch. And I'll point out if you've been watching the videos, you probably hear me talking about Tom and Caleb and how they're always forward, especially on snatch. I did something a little different this morning. I had both of those try a new exercise where they actually snatched up on some boards so that their heel was on the board, but the ball of their foot was actually off in the air without anything to push down against. And they snatched up to a fairly light weight like that, and then did pulls like that up to about their normal working snatch weight. And it's pretty successful. I think both of them actually, after only just doing that once, they both got a feel for it, and you could see it. You could see it assist them in their snatch today. They weren't as forward as they normally were. That was James Tatum. That was actually just a PR for him. That was 121. John just didn't really look good on snatches today. This is a PR for Caleb. If you see, he's not getting forward as bad as he normally does. The hips aren't coming forward as far. He's not going up on his toes as bad. There's a definite improvement there, and that was a pretty easy PR. Here's James going for another PR. His best previous to today had been 120 for a double like this. That was a pretty nice looking lift there. That would have been a PR for Kevin, I believe, but he missed that actually several times. Missed that and missed 145 also, making the first one, missing the second one. I think this is the most John got today. He tried 45 several times. It was the same thing as Kevin, make the first one, miss the second. And Caleb had already made a PR at 137, but he's trying to better that to 140 and just falls a little short. Watch the left-hand side of Kevin's bar here. He's been doing this lately. He hits the first lift. When he goes down, the left side of the bar is down further than the right. And I honestly can't figure out exactly what's going on there, why he's doing it. I need to watch him from the front. I actually just noticed it when I watched it on video.
Nice.
Didn't notice it in the actual training. But I went back for some videos of some older training sessions and see that he's been doing it here and there for a couple of weeks. I just haven't noticed it. He's somehow getting crooked, and it's causing him to miss second reps, and we got to figure out exactly what's going on there and what to do about it. Caleb just didn't turn the wrists over there very well.
Come on, Kevin.
He just lost his grip there. That's what happens when you start to lose a little bit of confidence. So that was 210, I believe. Donnie just jerked there. Once the guys had found about the heaviest weight they could do for a double, they went back down and did 3 triples. First one from the floor, second 2 from the hang. Caleb looked pretty good there again. And Tom here with 130, he doesn't really get forward hardly at all. Real happy with that. If he can start putting him above his head without launching everything forward like that, you're going to see some big PRs for Tom. This is a PR for
Nice.
Jess.
Come on, Jess.
This is 68, which is not too bad considering her Max snatch is 73. That's a 1 kilo PR. See Caleb pulling off a pretty smooth triple here again with 125. He looked pretty good for that weight. Now John did his first triple with 120, his second with 25, and here he went to 130. This is probably actually his smoothest set of the day. Looked like he kind of just started to get in the groove by the time the snatching was over. This is a 205 clean off the blocks. Donnie's going to do here. He did that while everyone else is finishing up snatching, and he's going to come and do clean and jerks with the guys. And what they did initially on the clean and jerks was one clean pull and then a clean and jerk from below the knee. This is actually an exercise that Donnie has a lot of trouble with because it's hard for him to keep his back tight and his shoulders in the right position if he actually lowers it all the way down below his knee. And that type of thing's hard for Donnie because of his long back lever. He's got a longer than normal torso. And anything going down below the knee, pulling or starting from that position, difficult for him. John didn't look too good on this particular set. I don't think this is a white light jerk. His arms definitely are a little spongy there. And this is Caleb going for a PR, 183. His best previous in this exercise was 182. He jumped straight from 70 to 83 and made it pretty well. John tried 181 for a PR and missed it twice. I got to hand it to him, though. He missed it twice and came back and made it. That's tough to do. Especially in an exercise like this, it really takes it out of you. Doing the pull first, lowering it below your knee, and starting from there, it takes more out of you than you would think. Hard to come back from a miss or two misses. Keller went straight from 83 to 90. And I think he gets spit out the back on this one. Yep. Didn't quite get position under it. And this is another try by John on 81. I believe he goes forward on the dip and drive on this one. I believe he puts this one out front. Not sure, though. Yeah. Let the hips and front knee drift forward a little bit. Now he's finally going to make it.
You got this, John. Straight dip and drive. There you go.
And I was pretty dang happy to see him make that one. It was nice to come back. Kello surprised the hell out of me here by actually getting up with that 191 and didn't come too far away from jerking it either. He was fairly determined to make this because Donnie was trying 92 and he wanted to beat Donnie, but it just wasn't to be today. That was his last attempt at it. You see his hand comes out and he can't get up with it. Now he gone back down to 150 and doing two pulls and then a clean and jerk from below the knee. John's using 140 for the same exercise. And we finished off with squats, and Caleb used 210 for 3 sets of 5. John did 195 for 3 sets of 5. Kevin did 210 for 3 sets of 5. James did 160 for 3 sets of 5. Overall, I'm not too unhappy with this training session. I think that we saw the effects of Saturday a little bit today because we had a bunch of big PRs on Saturday, and I think everyone showed up today with legs and backs that were just a little tired, maybe not completely recovered. Nevertheless, still saw some decent lifting. James made a couple of snatch PRs. Jessica made a snatch PR. Tom actually made, I think, 3 PRs. I think his best at a double like that previous to today was 120, and he made 122, 125, and then 130. John made the clean and jerk PR. Caleb made the clean and jerk PR. So honestly, when you see that many PRs in one training session, you certainly can't say it was a bad day. But definitely, it was not the sharpest day of lifting that we've had. But kudos to the guys for pushing through and getting some decent lifting done.